where sometimes it could be difficult to get your lashes right up against your lash line. So doing this beforehand just fills in that area so that if, say, it's a little bit above, then you still have that black eyeliner to blend it all together and you can't see that bright color that we put on the lid. So again, starting from the middle, I'm just going back towards the tape. And then I'm going to tuck it into her lower lash or her lash line. So as far as how far up here you go on the side with your eyeliner, I like to stay pretty much right in line with the edge of the corner of your eye. So just kind of extend that line out, because when you go and take the tape off, you're going to get a nice little angle regardless, so you don't have to worry about going too far up to create a nice dramatic winged eyeliner or anything like that. So, and we'll take this off. This is just Scotch tape, and I said earlier just to put it on the back of your hand and then take it off just so that it gets some of that stickiness off and you don't end up ripping your child's skin off.
Like the morning.
Yeah. She glued my eye shut once.
So then, just in case something falls, I just like to clean up underneath and make sure that I get any fallout that may have occurred away. And so now the eyes are pretty much done besides for putting on lashes. And then I'm just going to really quickly apply a little layer of foundation on Julia. So let's see, I'm gonna go a little darker on her just because she's got a spray hand. Oh my god. So
It needs to be the center of attention.
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna apply foundation to her face. I'm using Makeup Forever as long as your foundation matches your skin. I just think that I do think that it's important though to wear foundation, because when you're on the stage with those lights, it's really gonna wash you out to begin with. So you just want to make sure that we can see that you're wearing makeup, I guess. Like, if it looks like you're wearing makeup in person, then that's good, because on stage, you're just gonna get washed out. So this at least helps the blush and whatever else you put on your face to really stay and stand out. So then I'm just going to, if you put foundation on, it's really important that you set it with a powder. So, I mean, I know for the little ones it seems like a lot of makeup to be putting on them, but if you have a foundation and you're dancing and they're sweating and their cheeks are getting warm because their body temperature is going up, your foundation's going to break apart just because it's not set properly and it's just not going to stay as long. So I'm just taking, you don't have to have all this stuff that I have. Any powder will do, but I'm just taking a little bit of powder and applying the lighter powders underneath her eyes.
Does it have to be a stage makeup foundation or no?
No, not necessarily. I wear this foundation every day. So as long as it's like a foundation that you have something, like it's just basically cleans up the face, evens the tone of the face, and gives the rest of your makeup something to latch onto.
Just a straight, just a bump. Is it for all the dances?
Yeah, dancing teachers.
And then just because I know I have at comp a lot of people asking me how his cheeks get the way that they do sometimes, turn to the side. I just apply a nice darker color. I know I'm not going to go into the extremities of contouring or anything, but right underneath where her cheekbone is, I'm just going to apply a darker color just to create a little bit of a shadow.
Oh, I watched that video.
Right underneath her cheekbone. And then again in circular motions just to blend it out.
Do you recommend more like a brownish undertone blush, or does it?
For blush, this isn't really for blush. This is just for. I mean, this is more for the older girls. But yeah, the blush. I think I have a couple blushes here. I think like a pinkier blush looks better because I've seen some red blushes on stage, not necessarily from here, but just comp in general, and that looks a little clown-like on stage, especially because look at when we're competing. It's like middle of winter, beginning of spring, and not many of us have this beautiful glow or spray tan that Julia does. So I feel like the pink kind of gives a nice natural like flush look, as opposed to the red kind of makes it look like a little eating or something like that. So then after I do that, I will go and apply her blush. Let's see. What do I have here? What do I have here?
What kind of blush is the comp team?
Do you guys have a blush?
We didn't, no.
Oh, nobody?
No, they said whatever goes with your complexion.
Yeah, because I mean everyone's complexion's different. If I put the same, like right now, if I say I use like a pinky color, I just have to do the coloring. So say I use the same color on Julia that I use on myself, it's gonna look completely different just because our skin tone's a little different. But pretty much something that would just make your skin look like, I don't want to say flushed, but just like almost like a natural glowy type look, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to take this peachy color right here. We'll see, I'll try it. And just apply it. I feel like that's actually a little light, but just to even out her skin, I'll do it on the other side. So because it's comp, you do want it to be a little darker, so now I'm going to try this one. And I like to start on the apples of the cheeks, and that's where like you're pretty much going to concentrate the product, and then apply it to the apples of the cheeks and just back towards your temples. I like to just apply a little highlighter on top of her cheeks. Again, not necessary, but I do get asked how Julia gets that. So I just put a nice little highlighter. You want to turn your head?
Like a lighter shadow and do that?
Yeah, I've used shadows. You could probably honestly, you take this color right here because it does have a bit of a goldy color. Now I'm trying on the other side. And just dab it on your cheeks. You could probably do that as well. But again, it would definitely have to depend on your skin tone, just because you don't want it to be darker than your skin tone. And then just some finishing touches for the eyes. I like to go in and just take a nice little, let's see, just a flat little definer brush. And I'm gonna go in with the two brown colors. First, I'm gonna go in with a lighter color and just really apply it right underneath, like right up against her lash line. It's just gonna dense in the lash line and not make it look like your eyes are so top heavy. So, and right up against the lash line, just build that color in. I like to leave the inner third empty, because once you go in towards that inner third, again, it closes your eye. So if you keep it towards the outer 2/3 of your eye, it'll make the eye look a little open. And then I like to just connect it up right there. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm just going to go in with that darker color. And then the darker color, I'm not going to go in as far. I'm going to keep it on the outer third. So then I'm going to apply the lipstick, and then for comp, I mean, I have lashes if you guys want to see. Does anyone have a hard time putting lashes on? I can do a demonstration with that. But so pretty much for comp, we would put lashes on. I like to put my lashes on at the end just because I feel like it really just brings the whole look together. So that's like my final wow factor. But you don't have to take a lip brush. I just like to, just to line the lips because we don't have a liner. So this is your lip color. Just gonna line the lips with a lip brush.
Such a pretty combination.
It's getting tired.